Vanakkam, Namaste and blessings to everyone. This is Dr. Bairavee Balasubramaniam, PhD, the Sky Priestess. Today we see the Sun conjunct Icarus in the skies. It's also sextiling Neptune. Just for some context, the Sun is basically at 13 degrees Capricorn, Neptune is at 14 degrees Pisces. So if you have anything at the midpoint of the two, namely between 13 to 14 degrees Aquarius, pay attention. The Sun-Neptune sextile encourages us to look at what is our true relationship with spirit. It also asks us to look at where we have allowed certain type of karmic contracts and connections to actually persist. Some of these connections may no longer be in our highest and deepest good to continue. You are likely to see these connections coming from your experiences of other dimensions, other realities, other realms, past life contracts, and contracts that are brought through the ancestral line. So these are some of the areas that you may want to focus on with the Sun sextile Neptune alignment. The Sun's role in all of this is to illuminate these hidden connections and psychic waterways, so to speak, so that you can actually find some solutions for yourself. With the Sun in Capricorn conjunct Icarus, the place that is going to ignite you, to allow you to find these deeper understandings, is going to be in the area of your life where you focus on career, legacy, your idea of power, your idea of authority, your idea of structure, and what creates continuity. This is the place in your life, whether it's in your career or your relationship with elders and tradition and power structures, that you're actually going to need to do the most digging. You may find this as unusual changes at work, unusual changes in your relationship with government, unusual changes in the way you think about your elders and you think about the structures that they have created for you. All of these types of interactions are going to be happening with the Sun-Neptune sextile. It is a very non-generalizable event just because Neptune rules Pisces, and Pisces, well, as traditional astrologers used to call it, was the dustbin of the zodiac. It was where people put things that they simply did not understand. So whatever metaphysical or spiritual thing that may be arising for you right now, look at what is behind it. Look at what it is asking you to bring into your awareness, what relationship with power, structure, and authority you are being asked to revisit at this time. Those of you who have bodies near 13 to 14 degrees Leo will experience this as a yod or finger of fate. Now, all of us are experiencing Thereus at 13 degrees Leo right now, which is not a fun thing. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that Thereus is essentially a body that deals with hidden patterns of predation. So look to back doors that you have allowed through the heart chakra, through the sacral chakra in particular, doors that were created in childhood, doors that are created by a very damaged relationship to your own inner child, doors which actually allow others to come in and take your power away from you. These are also attempts that will be made at this time. Now, I know this sounds deeply serious, and it is, because we've got that Capricorn solar eclipse coming up. But doing this work at this time allows you to create a far better tomorrow, not just for yourself, but for those who come after you. And it's not just about building buildings. It is also about building a way of life and building the kind of energetic connections that actually can support each and every single one of us to be the best that we can be in a sustainable way, not just for us, but for society as a whole and as for a planet as a whole as well. So it goes much farther beyond our individual and personal stories, because really those are the stories that make up the far larger collective as well. So do your digging deep within. Look at what triggers you, especially whether it's anything to do with childhood wounds, vulnerability, trauma, whether it has to do with fears of the unknown, fears of the dark, fears of predation, whether it comes through family, whether it comes to people to whom we have opened our hearts for one reason or another. Look at these doors, and the way you deal with them really depends on what spiritual technique you use. Sometimes calling them out and releasing these connection and back doors with compassion, asking them to be transmuted in the violet light, that's something that people do. They call upon the energy of the Archangel Michael to help them with these kinds of transmutations of energies and sealings of doors. If all of that sounds very confusing, you may want to work with a piece of amethyst and meditate with it and ask your higher guides to allow you to let go of what no longer serves. That's a very simple way of working with this energy. At the end of the day, we are being called to create a world that is not only physically powerful but spiritually powerful, and in ways that align with the true resonance and vibration of the heart. That is what allows us to create a world that is worthy of our children. Whether or not you have biological children is irrelevant, because we are all creating a legacy of some form in another. So that's today's quick astro video. Bear in mind that the moon in Sagittarius is also trining Eris in the skies. Mercury is still very close to the galactic center. We are seeing people, you could say, for their true colors, or rather you could say we are seeing whatever particular brand of truth that people are aligning themselves to at this time, and that in itself can be deeply triggering. Focus on what your truth is, allow other people to be who they are, and take necessary measures to ensure that your energy is not predated upon. Sometimes it involves psychic work, spiritual work. For those of you who are doing groundbreaking work in the world, it may even escalate to things that try to attack your business, or try to come at you in some kind of a legal way, or try to attack your reputation. This is happening especially for female spiritualists at this time. If that happens, take the necessary steps and do not ignore it, because we are so close to this solar eclipse in Capricorn. The seeds that you set now to say that I will be who I am, I don't need to antagonize anybody, this is what I do, but I will not take any bullshit. And at the same time, I will be as loving and as compassionate as I can be. Those are the kinds of messages that you need to be giving out right now, for those of you who at the very least are on the same wavelength as I am, and we're all doing this together anyway. Give out these messages, take steps to protect yourselves, keep doing the good work, and don't waste your energy on animosity, aggression, envy, jealousy. It doesn't work, it doesn't help, it doesn't get anybody anywhere. Focus on what needs to be done. Take care, ciao ciao, and blessings to everyone. Bye-bye.